Okay, I'm live, but who knows if you guys see me. Hey, Doc. Yes, I'm back, but you see the interface is fucked up. Somehow you can see only, yeah, it's like bigger, much bigger. You don't see all the screen, right? So it's kind of messy. Streamlabs is going crazy, I guess. Probably it's his fault or its fault, you know. Yeah, so all those 60 likes we got there, we gotta get them back, please. Ricky Recon, howdy, hi. Okay, so I still don't see Yulia. I still don't see Yulia. What the fuck? I don't think it worked, guys. But Yulia, yeah, Yulia, if you're there on the stream, please try again. Oh yeah, I see you. Yes, I
Hello.
see you. Hi back. Welcome back, I mean.
Yay.
I said, hey, back. Can you see the stream? The interface is bigger, right? So is it or not? Like, there's only two cams of ours.
I don't know. You mean on YouTube? Let me see. I
Yeah,
haven't
on
seen it.
YouTube.
I
How is
didn't
it?
yet.
Actually, can actually check it. Probably check it myself, but I also don't see the.
It's it's just you right now and a black screen, and then it has the donation link and two donation like bars and a QR code and a Bradley.
Mm-hmm. So it shows the Bradley.
Yeah, it
Interesting,
shows
but
everything.
it doesn't show. Okay, my interface here on Streamlabs itself in the app, it's fucked up. I cannot see all the elements. Uh-huh. So it's just me. It's strange. It's really strange. Let me check. Is it the new link, Yulia?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Just a second.
Oh wait, one sec.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
what am
check
I
it
doing wrong?
myself.
1 second. Let me make sure that I'm in the right place. Wait.
It's fucked
No,
up.
no,
I
no.
can't.
Don't
The
quote me on
the
this. Maybe
interface
I'm.
is just. Yeah, it's not working probably.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not working properly. You're right.
Shit. And it's after I restarted Streamlabs. Streamlabs, very bad job. Come on. First you didn't let us finish the stream. Now you doing this to interface. Okay, I'm gonna correct it right now. Right on the stream. Just a second. We gotta get everything like minimize everything.
Do you want me to talk about something while you
Yeah,
concentrate?
you definitely. Please, did you have your stream yesterday, right?
I didn't. I actually have very good reasons for that. I guess I did voice them in a little live I did yesterday on TikTok. There was Okay, I'm gonna address this one more time and one last time, I guess. But basically, there was a group chat of Ukraine supporting creators, Ukraine supporting creators, that apparently were taking screenshots and screen records of my videos out of context, sending them between each other, and planning on taking down my account and my content simply
Oh
because they
shit.
didn't like me. With that entire situation, also I have received a bunch of incredibly disturbing voice messages from that chat that were shared with me, where people were telling me that telling each other that I should die and I am not allowed
Motherfuckers.
and I shouldn't be allowed to breathe, and a lot of very, very vile stuff. So I kind of, obviously, that took my day away because I didn't really know what to do with this. And these are all foreigners supporting Ukraine. And to my understanding, what ended up happening is they added a Ukrainian creator that knew me very well to the chat, and she called it out, and everybody got sort of scared that this was going to get back to me. So everyone started flooding me with messages being like, I should have told you sooner. This is what's been happening, but it's been happening for months and months and months. And one of the people in the chat, basically, the recording that I have, which they think don't have because they think they deleted it, it says, says something along the lines of, we should leave this for a month and we should let her slip and say something bad and then use it against her and then take down her account and like basically, you know, solidify the thing. And we're not going to give her the pleasure of knowing this was orchestrated. So I'm going to delete this message right now. So she thinks it's her own shitty self that did that to herself.
Oh, damn.
And I'm still kind of processing a lot of this because I don't want to name any names. I don't want to start any, like, you know, I don't want to start any shit show. The only thing that I wanted to do is to bring awareness to this, because if it's happened to me, it's happening to other people. I know this group chat wasn't started with like bad intentions, but these
Mm-hmm.
are a lot of very popular pro-Ukraine creators that people put on a pedestal and really admire, which I did too. And like honestly, it was such a shock to me because I had such fantastic opinions of all of them, and half of these people that were doing this, I didn't even know who they were.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never really interacted with them, so I don't know where this passionate hate for me is coming from. But I if this has happened to me, it's definitely happening to other people. And I don't think this group chat was started with bad intentions, but I think when an echo chamber of hate starts,
Mm-hmm.
the echo chamber starts, you know, there is a reason why it's called an echo chamber, right? And I think that some of the people in there were good, but kind of, you know, fell for the influence. And but at the same time, it's been months and months and months of this in the background. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these people that I was kind of like friendly with, right? I wasn't like friends with them or close with them, but I've always only spoken highly of them and always have been nice to them. We're doing
Yeah.
this behind the scenes. And at the end of the day, no one in that group chat is Ukrainian.
Oh.
And the thing is, it's like you say that you're supporting Ukraine and you say you want the best for Ukraine, and behind the scenes, you're taking months and months and months of your time and effort to, pardon my French, shit disgustingly on someone who is Ukrainian. And there were notes of like, this is not how you talk about Ukraine. If you're gonna like talk about Ukraine, you should say this, not this. Like the way that she's doing it is so bad. It's like you cannot like my content.
Mm-hmm.
You are allowed to not like me. You're allowed to
Yeah.
not like my content, obviously. But I am, pardon my French, but if you're not fucking Ukrainian, don't fucking tell a Ukrainian how to fucking talk about Ukraine.
Yeah.
Like you cannot like me. You cannot like my you know, the way that I do things, but you sure as hell have no right to
Yeah.
tell me, not even tell me, but discuss me behind my back with other people and talk about how I should or not. I'm sorry, I'm starting to like really get, I wasn't planning on really addressing this again, but it's just a very insane situation that I can't believe is happening. And I don't want to like make a shit show out of it, but I also feel like I really don't want anyone else to fall victim to this without even knowing that this has been going on. And apparently my content was being suppressed specifically because it was like done to
Mm-hmm.
suppress my content, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was all of this going on, and at the end of the day, like, you're not hurting me, you know, like this hurts me on a level of like, you're hurting Ukraine,
Yeah.
because it's not like I'm saying anything wrong, it's that you don't like me. Or
Mm.
even if I am saying something you don't like or you think is wrong, all of these people, except for the people that I didn't know, had access to me and had access to speaking to me.
Uh-huh.
And I actually was like very fond of them. So you could have just messaged me and been like, hey, could you clarify this, right? Rather than like
Yeah.
take
Such a
things specific.
hypocrisy. It has a perfect word for it. I'm so sorry
But it's,
that you have to deal with this shit, Yulia.
see, here is the funny thing that happened, right? Basically, I made a video where I was talking about Russians, and I was talking about asking people to stop platforming Russians because, in my opinion, Russians have um, no right to talk about Ukraine because it's not their experience, and they're
Yeah.
just like profiting off of talking about Ukraine,
Yeah.
either monetarily or by a pat on the back or something like that. And someone took a part of this where I said, if you're not Ukrainian, stop talking about Ukraine, in a video pertaining to Russians. So if you watch the whole video, you know it's about Russians. It
Mm-hmm.
was taken out of context to make it seem like I was saying, this is what started all of this basically, to make it seem like I was saying, if you're not Ukrainian, shut your mouth, you're not worthy of talking about Ukraine. And this was not at all what I meant.
Yeah.
I actually always, I partner with a lot of creators who are foreigners that I really respect. I, as in, like, it's, for me, it's individual. It's not about where you're from, unless you're Russian. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's about, yeah, it's about sort of like, what, whether I think you have a good grip on, like, on what I think I would like, I think represents us, right? And it's subjective, but it's like, these are the creators that I'm going to amplify, and the other creators I'm just not going to interact with. It's as simple as that, right? Because if I think their message is right, I'm gonna amplify it, and if I think their message is wrong, I'm just not going to do anything about it, right?
Yep.
So this was kind of the situation, and it was funny because it started with, oh, she doesn't want foreign creators to talk about Ukraine, and that was absolutely not true. And now it's not that I don't want foreign creators to talk about Ukraine. I'm partnered with Malcontent, who's a fantastic American who does such an amazing job for Ukraine. I respect Aravosis. There's so many brilliant creators, but this is just, you are kind of making me feel like I don't want most foreigners to randomly start creating accounts and talk about Ukraine, because with this group you've proved that you don't care about Ukraine. You just care about your own egos and stuff. And it's funny
Mm-hmm.
because you wanted to make a point, and like, you are kind of making your point now, because I'm disgusted. You know, I am
Yeah.
disgusted.
So
And I am,
there's a part of something good in it. Now we see some people for who they really are. And if I only knew who that people are.
I mean, I can privately tell you who the people are. They're on TikTok. They're not really on YouTube. I don't think they're
Uh-huh.
they're like really concentrated on Twitter, but I don't want to, like, this is the thing. I would like to uh like warn Ukrainians privately about this, but I don't know if I should be doing it, because I also don't want to start reaching out to people and start spreading this, because I don't want this to turn into something it shouldn't turn into. But for instance, one of the people who was in that chat, I don't know if they did anything personally, but they saw this happening, right? And they never really like said anything against it or anything like that, right? Never questioned anything. And they're currently, as of a few days ago, partnered with United 24, which I think is abysmal, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
Is like, so I have this moral dilemma now where I don't know what to do about this, because, like, what do you do in this situation?
Well, yeah, I
And
actually
it's
don't know what to um, what is the let me I just don't remember the word, sorry. Порадити? Перекладеш?
what to advise. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
what to advise. I've never been in a situation like that, and I'm actually not, a
Neither have I.
yeah, and I once again I'm sorry that you have yeah, to get through
It's
this shit.
So
Uh,
here's kind of like the thing, right? Like, on a personal level, I'm not offended, because I know that when you put yourself out online, right, like, you are exposing yourself to things
yeah,
like that, and they're bound to happen. It's just that I'm prepared for hate. I'm prepared for people not liking me. I don't think everybody should like me. I don't think, there's so many amazing people talking about Ukraine. The thing that I said yesterday is, like, if you stop supporting Ukraine because you don't like me, you never supported Ukraine to begin with. But if you don't like me and you support Ukraine, there are plenty of people that you
yeah,
can catch up on news with and stuff like that. Like, it's not like I think I'm always right, or I'm like the best one there. Like, no, there's so many good
yeah,
people talking
definitely.
about this. I'm obviously not for everyone, not no one is. And so
Yeah,
I'm prepared for people disliking me. I'm prepared for people thinking I'm annoying. I'm prepared for people, like, thinking, I don't know, they just don't like my face or whatever, my voice or anything that it could be, right? It's fine. But what I wasn't prepared for is a group of people, half of which I don't even know, for months and months and months, recording my streams, taking bits and pieces out of these streams, sending them
wow,
into this group, literally
that's
shitting
crazy.
on every single, like, iota of my existence, and planning to take me down,
That's
because
crazy.
they decided that I said something I didn't, But here is the thing, even if I did say, which I want to be very clear, I did not, that I'm a Ukrainian person who's against foreigners talking about Ukraine, it does not justify viciously and vilely for months going behind someone's back and absolutely undermining them and saying that they don't deserve to breathe and they're stupid and everybody who follows them is an R word. And I mean, like, I wish I didn't, but I have literal recordings of these people saying this, because those were voice messages in that chat that
Oh.
someone saved. Multiple
Uh-huh.
people actually saved. And that's the thing, half of I'm having this like funny thing right now, because all of these people that are on these recordings that don't know that I have these recordings because they think they deleted them,
Mm-hmm.
are reaching out to me and saying like, oh, this is just drama that someone's trying to create behind the scenes, because they never went to you with this before, so they obviously didn't care enough, like, so this is just like orchestrated. And it's like, this is manipulation and gaslighting, because all of you are equally as guilty.
Yeah.
All of you were there, and all of you were, if you weren't amplifying it but you were seeing it and you weren't doing anything about
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. This is
it's
this
disgusting.
this is disgusting. And what you're telling about these people, yeah, some people are really, really fucked up. And uh,
Yeah.
I
And
can easily put you at myself at your place, and thinking that someone is just taking pieces of my content and making it all look like I'm spreading hate for Russians and stuff like that. This is crazy. And I
But it's
mean,
like, I mean, here's the thing. I don't trust a single Russian, because most of them have shown themselves to not be trustworthy.
yeah, yeah, me too. Same
And
shit.
I don't want to waste my time figuring out whether you're trustworthy or not. There are
Yeah,
three
yeah,
Russian people that I've met in my entire history, in the entire history of this channel, which is 14 months, that actually listen and don't try to tell me what to do, that I really respect. And one of them is the enemy of the Russian state since like 2013 or 12 or something like that, who has
mm-hmm.
been doing loads of activism and is just a generally admirable person, and nobody has heard of him because he talks in Russian to Russians, not in English to foreigners, right?
Yeah,
And it's like, these are the three people that I absolutely respect so much. But I am gonna very openly say I do not respect most Russians. I have very negative experiences with most Russians, and I don't wish to waste my time trying to figure out whether they're good or not, because more often than not, it turns out they're not good.
yeah,
So I'm very open about that.
yeah.
And I have plenty of videos on my profile there that will show you that I'm very open about that. But here
Yeah.
is the thing. If you don't like something I'm saying or something anyone else is saying, and there's plenty of things I don't like that someone is saying, unless they're actually incredibly damaging, harming, and like harmful to Ukraine and like misinformation, I am gonna scroll past it. Because if
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have a place to exist, right?
Yeah, Yulia, that's the problem with a lot of
It's
people. Our way of thinking, our healthy way of thinking is not the thing that is in every person. Some people are not healthy in their thinking, definitely. That they do shit like that.
But it's just more like, I think my biggest problem with this is that a lot of the people from this situation that probably suspect that they are implicated in a lot of this, there is a lot of screenshots of and like recordings of a lot of what they were saying, which I wouldn't even react to if it was regular hate, right? But this wasn't regular hate. This was like a vile, vicious plan. And
Yeah.
this was, and like when I heard a person that I actually had very fond memories of, because they were one of the first people that I've interacted with on my TikTok channel, saying that I should rot in jail, better yet have capital punishment. I almost threw up, because like, what did I do to you? I've
Yeah.
never said anything. I've never ever said anything bad about you. But anyways, that aside, right? All of these people now are like, oh, I'm so sorry, I should have done differently, but I reached out to you and I asked you later, months and months and months later, after you've contributed to it and made it worse and amplified it and stuff like that, and you told me your actual position, and I realized you're a good person, and now I share your content, so we're all now out of line. I care to figure out who's right, who's doing good, was doing bad. I don't wish to be around you, any of you, ever again, because it seems like for you it's a game of support for Ukraine. And for me, it's my life.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's just, and I don't want that to happen to anyone else, because if this situation happens to one person, it's obviously going to happen to someone else they don't like, or someone else's message that they don't deem appropriate or something like that. And it's like, at the end of the day, you're literally not only like scorching a person because you don't like them, you're also schooling a Ukrainian on how they're supposed to talk and feel about their country.
Oh yeah. These people, they just don't understand a lot in this life, and they don't have any, I guess, probably, I mean, those definitely those who organized it don't have any moral compasses or stuff like that. They just uh, do shit and don't think about that it's shit. They just do something that they think they want to do. May sometimes even it's something even they don't want to do.
I mean,
This
one
is
thing that I'm
crazy.
definitely going to do is I'm going to share this with United 24, because I don't think it's reasonable for someone who was a
Yeah,
part of this to represent Ukraine, because
definitely,
it's not like,
definitely.
it's shitty too, because their content on their channel is actually really good. It's really
Mm-hmm.
educational and it's very, very good. But I know that this person was partaking in taking someone down for, I don't know, personal reasons or whatever. So I would think that this is not something that we stand for as a nation, and this is not someone who should be representing us as a nation, because
Yeah,
it's not okay.
it's a good
And
idea.
that's about the extent to which I'm willing to go on this, because I don't think it's appropriate. That's all.
Okay, thank you for that. Then for making United 24 a safer and clearer place. But by doing that, I guess you will. By the way, the chat was super active when you were telling us this, and they are giving the words of support to you. I see, for example,
One sec.
Barry said, Julia, the world understands. Please feel some comfort from that. You're not alone. And don't let the immature nonsense get you down, said Karen Yang. Yes, and we have 50 people back to the stream. This is crazy. Thank you guys. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it took some time, but most of you came, I mean, found the way to the new link. Can you please drop some likes to the stream? This will help to promote this one because we had the first link drop down because we had some technical difficulties, Yulia, and it wasn't you. It was Streamlabs. It was acting out. It dropped the frame rate. I checked my internet after that. It's beautiful. It's 200 megabits per second. Pretty fast
Mhm.
internet. So it was
Beautiful.
totally a Streamlabs bug. Yeah, sorry, bug, not a bag. And it was yeah, it was acting out. After that, it ruined our interface. And by the way, while we were talking, Kevin Mushroomani gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much for that,
That's,
Manny.
that's so sweet
Also,
of you.
also Manny sent me $25 for fundraisers. Thank you so much.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah,
Thank you.
we're bit by bit we're raising money. Thank you so much. And guys, please, my moderators, Charlie, Ihben, send the PayPal link, please. We will.
I
Yeah,
find Ich bin nicht da so funny as a username, because that means I'm not here, yet
yeah,
you are.
yeah, yeah. He or she, sorry, I don't know, told me that before. The translation, it was really funny, but I still use the name Ihben, like a short version. It's easier for me
Mhm.
to say each time.
Every
So
time you say "Ich bin," in my head, it's like "Du, du
yeah.
bist," Rammstein. And yeah, ich spreche Deutsch ein bisschen, aber meine Grammatik ist sehr schlecht. Ich habe Deutsch studiert aus Schule für 11 Jahren.
Uh-huh. I
So yeah.
actually understand part of that because I was learning it a bit, just a tiny bit in school, like for 2 years, only basics. But I know the umlauts, for example, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Shock
yeah,
fest.
I can
Yeah.
say some stuff. Yeah, so I see a lot of new people on the stream, just as some new of our regulars who weren't here today yet. I'm really happy to see you guys. You're welcome. Yeah, by the way, people around the world, welcome, except vatniks and tankies. They're never welcome here, and they're gonna see that they were wrong someday. Probably
Yeah.
not all of them, but after Russia loses this war and after Russia will fall to pieces, it needs to, because it's not a federation, actually, it's an empire. And this
Yeah.
empire exists to just suck blood from all the peoples it enslaved for hundreds of years. And I had a thought a few like weeks back, a few months back, I don't remember, that every world war was actually a fight against imperialism. First
Mhm.
World War, yeah, led to ruin of several empires. And Second World War actually was against the Nazi imperialism, German
Yeah.
imperialism, but unfortunately, some countries pretended to become like Soviet Union, for example.
Yeah.
It just pretended to become something not that is not empire, but still empire still exists. Uh, yeah, until
Yeah.
today, there are a few empires, and I guess the world will not get rid of any wars just before it defeats imperialism. When
Yeah.
imperialism and empires will exist, there will always be wars because they always try to expand, they always try to enslave. It's their way of life, their way of
Mhm.
thinking, and yeah, so we're like, I hope it's not a world war, but unfortunately, we'll have to go through some major, huge wars like this one before we defeat imperialism, and only then the world will have hope for peaceful existence without wars. I still
Yeah.
am, optimistic, an optimistic person, and I believe that this world will someday will come. The brave new world without wars. We can definitely exist, definitely with differences, definitely with some misunderstandings, but we can get rid of this mindless violence, this stupid violence that is just killing our children. So I just wanted to get to the news and talk about this huge, massive rocket attack that happened this week,
Yeah. Umaň
and
and
about
Dnipro.
Uman, yeah, and about that six killed children, six Ukrainian children were killed in their homes, in their beds. This is fucking unbearable, and it's hard to talk about it. And we can watch some footages from there, I guess. But my, my Streamlabs is acting out again, and I cannot show you my screen. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna try to deal with this. Yulia, can you please tell us more about this event?
Well, so basically, there was a massive rocket attack on Uman. It's a city, and it happened during the night. There were actually a lot of really disturbing videos. One of which made it very viral, and it was of a mom shaking and showing her apartment because in the middle of the night, while they were sleeping, a rocket made it into their building and shattered all of the glass inside of their apartment, and you could see that there is like blood droplets everywhere on the
Let's
floor.
maybe
There is
watch
like,
it. Sorry, I'm interrupting you, but let's maybe watch it right now.
yeah, sure, of course.
I don't think this is a too harsh content. We
Yeah,
don't
I
have
think it's.
any censor here.
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube has, but we don't here on our channel.
Mhm.
Let me find it first. Just a second. You guys probably see me scrolling it, right? Sorry, but sometimes I forgot to add something to saved messages and stuff like that. By the way, this time Russia launched 23 rockets, and 21 of them eliminated by our air defense systems.
Yes. It was both rockets and UAVs as well. So it's
Hmm.
cumulatively 23 rockets and UAVs. I believe it was like five UAVs and the rest were various missiles, some precision, some not really precision. The only good thing that I can say as the as the as the consequence of this is that it apparently took Russia a couple of months to be able to produce those 23 cumulative, I will say, attack objects, because they're not all missiles or
Yeah.
attack equipment, and they have used all of it. And it does not seem like they're going to be able to do anything like this for the foreseeable future again, because first of
About
all,
two
Ukrainian
months,
air
right?
defense 2 or 3 months, it depends, because right now, if the sanctions get tougher, which this is something that the US and Europe is working on to basically kind of patch up the holes in the sanction evasions. And so if the sanctions actually manage to get tougher, then they're likely going to their capacity is going to decrease even more. One of
Mm-hmm.
the issues right now is the chips that they can buy from washing machines from Kazakhstan and from
Yep.
Belarus and from Armenia and from stuff like that. And so, yeah. But, anyways, I will.
I found the video. Meanwhile, thank you for uh,
Fantastic.
filling my research, or how can you call it? This okay,
Yeah.
forget get the word, but thank you for filling it with an explanation and with the news. And let's watch it.
Ракета попала в наш дом.
Yeah, she's saying that rocket
Мы все в
hit
крови, я не
their
знаю.
building. We're all in
Стекла
blood.
вымыло.
Every glass, every window
Тут
is
спали
ruined.
діти. Добре, що
And
ви
in this
всі
room, there
живі.
were kids sleeping,
Просто
but everyone
ми
is
всі в
alive.
крові, ми всі.
And unfortunately,
Боже, в нас немає ні вікон,
not
нічого. Я так
every family
злякалася.
was that
Поки
lucky.
я вас ненавижу.
Well, they weren't lucky. This family wasn't
Казати,
lucky, but
грьобаний,
a lot of
ненавижу.
families lost their lives, and
I mean,
it was
lucky
during the
is very
night. Yeah, yeah.
lucky is
Sorry.
very subjective, right? Lucky is very
Yeah,
subjective
it's
in
very
those
subjective,
situations.
subjective, and I didn't mean to for it to sound, cynical or
Yeah.
something like that. I was just
No.
saying that at least their lives were intact. Expression, intact life. Horrible. This, the whole block, like not the block, but how do you call this thing? Was ruined.
Mhm.
Подъезд.
The
How
whole building. Well, it's like a building block, right?
building block? Yeah, it's a part of the
Yeah.
building. Like when you have one entrance, when you have a few entrances in the building, and the whole
So a building complex is comprised of building blocks. In Ukraine, they're literally called hallways because it's it's one hallway. It's like a hallway to you can have a building and you will have like three entrances to this building, and they're not interconnected, even though it's the same building, but they're kind of like three separate buildings attached to each other.
yeah,
So I would call it a building block or a building sector or a building section or a campus in one building, right? In an apartment complex. So,
yeah, yeah. So the whole like campus was ruined. You can see the photo right now of the rubble. Rubble. What, Yulia? Can you help me with the word? The process of getting
um,
rid of rubble. Okay, go.
it's well,
Excavations.
like rubble, no, rubble removal. It's really rubble removal.
Rubble
That's
removal.
about
Yes. Okay. And
yeah.
yeah, there were some photos from Zelensky
Also,
from.
search and rescue. I would say that it's because search and rescue, because when you remove rubble, you're also conducting search and rescue to make sure that there are no people buried under the rubble.
Yeah, and in this photo you can see the kitchen of people who were just sleeping, probably because it was 4 in the morning, but the kitchen is burned, totally burned, and it is missing one wall. And yeah, here it is. Here's the building. So you see, like around 20, maybe more apartments were just flattened,
Mhm.
and people were buried under the rubble, and there was 6 kids amongst them. And
And
terrorist
I
state.
believe I
What?
believe the death toll now is 24 people in total.
Yeah, in total it's 24. No, I guess 23 and one woman, sorry, missing. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I saw something like that in the morning. Maybe you have some updated information.
no, I saw. I also I'm referring to this morning. I haven't yet.
Yeah,
Well, your morning because I read the news
yeah,
before when I was talking to you and you were asking me why I'm not asleep.
yeah, yeah. By the way, guys, I just received the donation, $25 from Douglas. Thank you so much, Douglas. I will split all the money that we're gonna raise today in two pieces and send them both to these fundraisers. You can see the progress bars down there. I guess someone donated with directly to the jar of the car. I mean, for
Oh,
the
that's
car.
amazing.
I guess it was 1,000 hryvnias, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, who was doing that? I remember Annie
Thank you so
Wilk.
very much.
Yeah, Annie Wilk was sending 1,000 hryvnias last week. Probably it was you. If it was someone else, please let us know. My English is getting really bad today. Sorry, guys. I'm just a bit tired
Yeah.
and
Also, if you do send if you do send directly to the fundraiser, my father will call me and ask me if it is my doing because he is very OCD and he he is in charge of like counting all of this and like all of this stuff. So every time someone donates something, he calls me, gives me a last name, and goes, "Does this sound familiar to you? Is this a you? Is this a your person or a me person?" I'm like, "Father, it doesn't matter." So, so please, thank you so very much, Annie. I
yeah.
will let my dad know.
Yeah, it was Annie. Annie says it was me, and I guess it means love you, Yulia. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Annie. Thank
Oh,
you.
Annie, wait, you donated last week. Yes, because my dad was trying to read your name in a very in a
Yes.
very hilarious Eastern European English and asking me what that means.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
thank you very
Annie
much.
donated last week too. Yeah, we actually been raising. Also, we've been raising for this car 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And yeah, I've sent some half of the sum that we raised during the stream.
Oh,
So yeah, it was me last time.
oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, because we were so confused. My dad was asking me, and he was like, "It's probably your Twitter people," and I'm like, "I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know."
Yaroslav. It's my full name, you know. So it was
Oh,
me.
I see. Yes, that's okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I will let them know. The mystery
Actually,
is solved.
most of the people here know my real name because they send money to my PayPal, and it's my full name there. So most of them know my
Oh,
real name.
well, cool. I like
Yeah.
really never questioned it. I figured it was a short for something, but
Yeah, you
but
know, it's simple. It's a short version of Yarik, just because
yeah.
I'm Yaroslav. So it's pretty, like it's my real name. Rick is my real name, just a short version of it.
Yeah.
So it was easy. Okay, yeah. Charlie says your English is also great, Jet. This is funny. Yeah, Jet was saying that my English is great. Thank you, Jet. I'm just doing some Ukrainian accent today more than I usually do, and I also forgetting words more frequently than I usually do because I didn't have enough sleep lately, and I had a pretty well, busy 2 days. Yesterday we had here in it was in Kiev Oblast. We had
Mhm.
a fundraiser gig. There were some awesome heavy bands like grindcore or rapcore, or some
Oh,
yeah, also some thrash metal. And today, I guess today I will know how much we raised there. But gonna go all to the armed forces of Ukraine. There were some impressive bands, and the like whole atmosphere of that was incredible. I've never had um, a like never been on a gig that was taking place in Yulia, I'll need your help to translate this. Гаражний кооператив.
oh, it's like a garage cooperative. Yeah.
Yeah, garage
So
cooperative. So yeah, it's like a huge.
co-op.
Yeah, it's a lot of garages in that place, and they're
Yeah, so
putting
it's
in line.
yeah, yeah, it's like a garage co-op. I don't even know what would be a
An
like an
English word
alternative.
term
Not
for
even.
it.
I don't even know if we have that here. I mean, I might be very. Listen, I live in New York. Garages are a rarity to begin with, but, so I might not know enough about American garages. But I think it's. I don't know if we have that.
Yeah, I guess they still didn't count the money. I hope they will do it today, but a few tens of thousands of hryvnias were definitely raised. And it's amazing that culture here in Ukraine, like the underground music culture,
Hmm.
is alive,
Yeah,
and we're actually able to raise money for the forces thanks to that. And yeah, it's like an
yeah,
instrument to that.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and
It's awesome.
yeah.
You said you're forgetting English words today. I've actually caught myself yesterday on forgetting Russian very badly, which I was so incredibly uh, happy about. Like a little lyrical pause is the only person in my family that I still spoke Russian to up until yesterday is my grandmother, because my grandmother is Ukrainian, was horrendous. I mean, Azarov type horrendous.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Azirov, we call him.
Azirov, yes, genuinely. And so I've never really spoken Ukrainian to her. And I called her the other day to congratulate my grandpa with his birthday because he wasn't picking up. He couldn't hear his phone anyway, long story. And she picked up the phone and she was like, "How are you doing?" And all of this stuff. And I'm trying to explain to her how I'm doing. And I'm catching myself on not knowing how to say half of these things and like, because I haven't spoken Russian in so long. And so my grandmother, first of all, I'm so proud of her because she's been watching Ukrainian TV this entire year and her Ukrainian is fantastic. And she's over 70 and her Ukrainian was always very horrifying to me. I'm sorry if someone watching knows my grandma or me. But anyways, so so she responds to me and she goes, Yulia, na холєру тобі та російська? Let's speak Ukrainian. And he was like, she didn't only say, why the hell do you need Russian? We can speak Ukrainian. She said it in the most like Galician, funny, dialectical kind of way. And it made my month.
Yeah, this is awesome, Yulia. And by the way, we have a Rashist in the chat. He's yeah,
Oh
typing
yeah.
some. Yeah, also Charlie responded to him pretty awesome. He said, "Привет, Максим, как дела? И, пожалуйста, иди нахуй." I love it. I love it. The language that Russians understand. Yeah, please, иди нахуй. Yeah, of course. We allowed to swear in here, and it's amazing. I love to swear. I swear a lot in my life, guys. In my real life, yeah, of course, not the every second word is a swear. Like Russians are swearing during their phone calls. You know, those intercepted phone calls. Whereas there's a нахуй, блядь, пиздец every second word. They actually are. I see Charlie is having fun.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is crazy, Charlie. What after you will have enough fun with him, just ban him, please. By the way, I know why he's here, because I didn't. Yeah, this is a new link, the new stream I've created just
Mhm.
43 minutes ago, and I didn't get the chance to put the option subscribers only chat. This is why we
Oh
have
yeah.
and I thought, he must have subscribed to the channel to be able to put something in the chat. But then I forgot that it's another link and that doesn't have the
Oh,
setting.
oh my gosh. I do. I also stream to not Discord. Gosh, what's the purple platform with
Twitch.
Twitch? Yes, sorry, technologically very bad, but but so I stream there too, and I discovered at some point that you can do that. That you can only do subscriber only chats. Every single troll was subscribing to me just to say how much they hate me.
Okay, so we don't care about Russians, about vatniks, about
No,
tankies. They are all just
I think we
idiots.
ignore them.
Yeah,
That's the way
we
to
just
treat them.
ignore them. That's actually you never need to feed the troll, and we go on with the news. There's something important, Yulia. I really hope you can stay here longer than you promised me because we had some technical difficulties, and I had something to show you. Let me do it now. Now we have this week we have an amazing painting art. How do you call it? Art in a gallery. The something the event that is happening
Mhm,
like Выставка.
mhm. Exhibition.
Exhibition, yes, exhibition. So there are
An art
paintings,
exhibition.
paintings made on rocket particles of Russian rockets. Have you heard about this one?
No,
Okay,
that's so cool.
I went there and I made a video for you guys. I was
Awesome.
assembling it from 22 pieces today. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, there's not going to be any music there. I was actually making a video in the silence because we were, can you imagine? We went there
Mhm.
on what? On the weekday. So there was no
Mhm.
one there, just us. We entered the
Oh my
room. It
God.
was a huge hall of filled with those particles, and we spent half an hour there walking around this hall alone with my wife. So it was
Oh, that's so
exclusively
cool.
for us. I've never been to a
Oh, that's
an
also so it's
exhibition.
such a romantic setup. It's like a date setup just for you.
Well, but it was kind of blackened with the topic, so it wasn't
Yeah.
romantic at all because it's Russians and their missiles, and was actually able to realize that those machines of death were killing people.
Yeah,
And
of course.
anyway, they were becoming much beautiful, and it is so symbolic that our painters, Ukrainian painters, also kids, I guess. By the way, guys, I see a record 66 viewers right now on the stream. I see only 62 likes. Can we do 80, please? This will help us get more Russian trolls in the chat, and we need that because
Are
the
you?
more
Are
Russian
you,
trolls we have, the more also good people we have here, right?
Rick? In real life, are you by any chance a salesman?
I was in my previous life, like one of them. I was a salesman. I was actually selling electronics. I was actually also building PCs, and
Cool.
this was my favorite job back then. I wasn't even getting that much fun and pleasure from selling stuff than from building PCs. Damn it, I love that stuff. And those PC monster races with
Mhm.
shining cases and with shining ventilators, all that stuff. Oh my God, I miss those days. By the way,
Uh, I
yeah.
was making a joke because the way that you barter and bargain for likes, like you're a good salesman.
Well, you're making a joke, but you were on point. I was a salesman back in the days.
No, yeah, I mean, I was like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, let's watch the video. This
Yeah.
was something cool, and I wanted to share it with you. Let's watch, and I'm gonna comment because I was doing it in silence. So you see the inside of a rocket. It's made from probably some light materials. They must not be heavy to fly so far. You see the one with wings on it, drone wings. It's beautiful. Some beautiful paintings. I didn't get to stand near each one for long because the video would have been like an hour long. We don't have that much time. But this amazing, you see, it's Maria, our plane there, and it was like a ground Ukrainian. This red one is really beautiful. But look at
Mm,
this. Look how metal is just distorted, right? There's a word
mhm,
for it. And this beautiful field, and this is not a part of a rocket, but a shell. I guess there are also some parts
mhm.
of shells and some small rockets. And this one is amazing. Look at this. There's a Russian flag on the head of this demon. And there's
Mm.
a
Oh my God.
Ukrainian defender who
Mhm.
is, um, yeah, who's with wings, our like our
Right, these
angel.
are it's
Yeah.
it's so crazy because they're so beautiful, but they're also so, horrifying at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. So you now understand why it wasn't romantic, right? Because it's also horrifying.
Mhm.
And being there and
Yeah.
seeing this and realizing that these things were killing people and they're meant to kill
Yeah.
people. This is crazy. I've paused it for a bit to discuss this with you guys and with you, Julia. And look at this painting that I've paused at. This is so. This is one of the like one of the paintings that impressed me the most. This one was awesome. You see it also, I guess, Julia.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's dramatic and tragical, but it still gives a lot of
Well, this is sort of
meaning.
like, I think the one word that I could describe this exhibition is like make love not war, right? Because
Yeah,
it's kind of like the worst things of humanity are taken and turned into beautiful things, right? But it's
yeah,
such a like dichotomy and duality here because these are still horrendous, horrendous things, but they have been given like beauty to them,
yeah,
like they
yeah,
have been transformed specifically to be
yeah.
something less scary and less vile and less.
Yeah, this is why I appreciate this exhibition so much
Yeah.
because it is really symbolic and it's really important to turn something that ugly to something beautiful. So let's watch this video until the end. Look at this Cossack who is smashing the head of a Russian snake, who is actually
Mhm.
like that damn. How do you call this thing? That Georgievska lenta. Shit.
Oh, the Georgian ribbon, like
Georgian
the
ribbon.
Saint George's ribbon. Sorry, Saint George's.
Yeah, and on the end of that ribbon, there's a burning Kremlin. Can you see it?
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, I burning Kremlin. I found by accident a Ukrainian candle manufacturer that makes candles, and the wick is a Kremlin. So when you light it, it goes on fire, and it
awesome,
goes and it goes down so fast. So
Yulia.
I posted it on my Instagram stories, but honestly, I found it and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want one, and I feel like
This
this
is
was such a
awesome.
fantastic.
You gotta send me the link, and maybe if I won't forget, we will add it to the description of this stream. Okay.
Yeah,
Please do it.
I
And
will.
if you're okay sending it to the chat right now, if you can find it fast. I mean
Yeah,
fast
I can.
because I don't want to ask you spend a lot of time on
No, no, no. I
searching
no,
for it.
no problem. So fast.
By the way, Secular Sekai, hi. Glad to see you here on the stream. And we're missing most of the messages today. Sorry, guys, but you know that we gotta stay focused on what we're doing. I also see you. How are you doing? We've missed you on the previous streams. What else? Yeah, guys, I just wanted you to. No, I just wanted to remind you real quick that we're raising money for. First, it is a car for the armed forces of Ukraine who serves in Bakhmut, I guess the brigade, and they are friend of Yulia's father. This fundraiser was just plus 1,000, Yulia. I guess it was some of you guys, let us know. And the other one
That's
is
awesome.
the drone for the 71st Brigade. So you guys, if you have if you have the ability to send some donations, every donation will be appreciated. Even $1 is also a donation. And you guys can send something to my PayPal, and in the end of the stream, I'm gonna send it to these jars of the fundraisers itself. Uh, and if you need my PayPal, Charlie or Ihbin will send it to the chat right now. Okay. Julian said you have to DM them to order.
Yeah, on Instagram I sent because a lot of Ukrainian businesses, which is something I have to keep reminding everyone because I realize that it's not normal all over the world, but super normal in Ukraine. A lot of businesses will have an Instagram and you will literally DM them and be like, "Hello, this is what I want to buy," and they will send you an invoice, and you input your like card information, and then from there they send you emails, and it works like a website, but you communicate with an actual human being on Instagram, and it's a very normal thing. But I think it's like absolutely wild for everybody else, and I keep forgetting that when people don't see a website, they don't know how to order.
Okay, yeah, and
I did share the
you've
link.
you sent it on the Instagram, but can you send it here to the chat? I don't see the
I
link.
did, I did, I did. Maybe it didn't go through, but let me send it to you. I'll send it to you so
Yeah,
you.
I just can see it on the chat. It,
It
it
might
didn't go through, only a message. Yeah.
filter links.
Ah,
Very
shit.
often that happens with YouTube.
Okay.
So let me
By the way, I just
just.
I just remembered that we didn't finish the video. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so burning Kremlin and a Z beneath it. Just awesome.
Hmm.
Look at this rocket and how the metal is devastated. No, not devastated, but deformed.
Then
Yes, that's the word.
deformed. Yeah.
And this one is actually huge. The camera is not good, giving you the good like angle. Me, the good
Hmm.
angle. I actually have the shitty camera on my phone, and I was filming it on my phone. It's an old
Hmm.
phone, like almost 4 years old, so I gotta buy a new one. But it's not the priority. While this one works. Oh, this one is amazing. It's a Russian chain on a neck of Ukrainian who is breaking it. This is amazing,
Hmm.
so symbolic. I like this one too.
Yeah.
Let's move forward. Oh, this one made me
Yeah.
laugh a bit. It's a Vanka, the Ivan,
Yeah.
uh, and it says umensheny, which is translated like smalled down, right? Or how can you
It's descaled or like
descale,
scaled down.
scaled down?
Scaled down is better. Sorry, I'm like very bad with words today too.
It's
Scaled
okay.
down.
We make a perfect Ukrainian language couple then today. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at this metal. It's crazy when you look at these things, especially with your own eyes.
Hmm.
And there's a shell that is, yeah, it's actually colored with different flags. There's American flag there too. And this, actually, this wing, guys, you see this wing where Maria is painted. It's a wing of a rocket. So this is turned, yeah, turned apart, wing of a rocket, and this shell, amazing Ukrainian style painted. It's not a shell, but a top of a shell. I don't remember the word for it. Yulia, do you know it? Do you know the word?
Sorry, I was looking at the thing, so the word for what?
For this thing, the blue thing, like a cup that is getting screwed on top of the shell.
Warhead, I
Warhead.
think.
Yeah, I guess. So it was a beautiful warhead. Look at these two wings of a rocket. Actually, a beautiful painting on it of a crying Ukrainian. And this one was really funny. Look at the cat on another wing and what it has in its mouth. It's a mouse and it's actually a rat, a Z rat.
Mm.
Red.
Yeah, I actually pronounced it on
Oh.
video. And this rocket impressed me from the inside. It has
Hmm.
some interesting elements, and there's a window in there. Did you see it? And a motanka pictured on it.
Hmm.
And yeah, I filmed it from the other side too. Every stand, I mean, every rocket stand had a story underneath of it. On the stand, there was a photo and a story, and this story says a kid makes a photo of a damaged business center after the morning missile attack, July 14,
Hmm.
2022, Mykolaiv. Look at this, the photo itself, a little kid with a phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
playing. Mhm.
there's a great exhibition, and I really hope it's going to travel around the world. You see the hole that it was filmed in, uh,
Yeah.
and I really hope it's going to come to US someday, so people there will be able to see
Mhm.
this too. And this one impressed me too. You see, each one has some like a devilish stuff underneath, and there's an angel or archangel, I don't know. And there's Ukraine. It's a whole story in many of them,
Hmm.
on many of them, yeah, on many of the rockets. These paintings are also stories. So yeah, guys, that's it. 4 minutes that I've spent like 20 minutes on showing it to you with poses and stuff like that. But I just wanted to talk more and to pause them for you to see it more
Yeah.
detailed. So I guess it was needed, right? Um, yeah, Yulia, what did you want to say? You gotta run?
No,
I
no,
hope not.
I was just ah, the what?
I
Sorry.
asked. I asked. I hope you don't have to run yet.
I mean, I had to run 6 minutes ago, but
Yeah.
it's because well, I mean, I probably can stay for another 10, but it's because
Yeah.
I'm recording a test version of the podcast. We're launching a podcast with Spotify with Malcontent,
Yeah.
Malcontent News, and so we are launching a podcast called Gen All or Generation All, and it's so he's Gen X, I'm Gen Y, millennial, and then Micah, our third co-host, is Gen Z, and we're going to be talking about news stories that big media doesn't cover because it's not profitable, and we're going to be discussing. Like social and political and economic, socio-political and economical, oh
Topics.
my gosh, dynamics basically and
Dynamics.
important topics and stuff like that, yeah. So and it's going to be from the perspective of three different generations, and we really want it to be like a very open, a good, approachable discussion in news space. And so we're going to start strong with the topic of slavery
Mm-hmm.
because I think there is a lot of misconception about slavery and about the consequences of slavery and about white privilege in America. So Europeans don't understand it in America. Some Americans don't understand it in America. And I think a lot of Americans don't understand slavery in Europe, like for instance Ukrainian slavery, because there is just a lot of misconception. And I think that there is a concept of white privilege that Ukrainians think we don't have because we were colonized. But in the United States, it's very different. And then I think there is a concept that people don't quite grasp that white people were colonized too. So there is, and that in Europe, just in Europe, Eastern Europe was like, a social class that's considered like the bottom of the barrel, and
Yeah.
so we are not necessarily. So there is, yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to give out too much of the conversation, but we're going to be talking about this because Micah has obviously well, not obviously. So Micah is black, and she has a firsthand experience with like the consequences of slavery in America, right? And she also
Mhm.
knows a lot about it. And I am Ukrainian, and I have a firsthand experience with the consequences of slavery and colonization in Ukraine, while I also know a lot about it. So we're going to sort of be like discussing this subject and kind of because we want all topics to be approachable, and we want people to be able to ask questions that they normally feel like, should I ask this? Like, do I, like things like that. So we
Yeah.
really want it to be a very open and inclusive space.
I must
So yeah.
say that I really am itching to hear this.
Mhm.
I've heard about it a week or two ago. You talking about it on the stream. You mentioned it, and also I wanted to ask you when it's going to be on YouTube because I don't use Spotify. Maybe I will register just for to listen this exact.
So it's
Yeah,
going to be available on every podcasting platform. The reason why I mentioned Spotify is because we are working with Spotify on this podcast, so it's going to be our like main podcasting platform. But it's also going to be available on all other ones. And I am not sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think that actually it might originally air on my YouTube channel simultaneously as well. We just need to like straighten out the kinks, and it should be airing on May 2nd.
that's cool. That's cool. So on May 2nd, I can listen to it even on your stream, giving you one view. Oh, not stream, sorry, on your channel. Just a word that I forgot. Awesome. Awesome, Yulia. I'm excited for this. I'm gonna definitely be listening to it, and a lot of stuff that I learned from you from your streams. especially about US, about the culture, about the social processes, about politics. Also, Doc in Paradise started helping me with that too. Thank you, Doc.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
yeah, and you both just give me a lot of perspective on what is really happening. Thank you so much for that.
Well, thank you. I'm glad it's
And
helpful.
yeah, and this is why I'm excited to listen about this because slavery is a very complicated topic and very actually it's simple, right?
Incredibly.
But it's complicated because we have different cultures and we have different
Yeah.
history, and this is why it's sometimes hard to understand a different culture, right?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of misconceptions and a lot of things that people don't understand because they don't experience it themselves, right? And they're also scared to ask because political taboos and political correctness. And so we kind of want to have open conversations about these topics that people are usually scared to talk about, right? Because
Hmm.
I think that we have a very good group to discuss them because we have so many different generations, so many different backgrounds, and it's such a good sort of diverse group of people to talk about
Hmm.
these issues.
Yeah, this is great.
So
By the way, I wanted to mention one thing that Arthur Ray, or Ray, I don't know how to correctly pronounce his name, who is the supporter of Ukraine. I guess he's from Estonia, right? If I'm not
mhm,
mistaken.
I think
So,
Estonia. Yeah.
yeah, Doc pointed to one of his streams to us in Discord. By the way, Yulia, if you want to join our Discord community someday, you're free to do it. And
Uh,
yeah.
I'm I would love to, but I'm so technologically moronic in Discord that I can barely figure out how to send a message there. I
It's
have a
okay.
Discord. I have a Discord channel, but
Yeah.
I'm very rarely on there because I don't know how to use
And
it. There are people there.
actually, I think
Use it.
actually, Yulia, you actually, it's probably better not to use it because there's a lot of information in mine. And for example, I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have enough time to read all the messages and to go through all stuff. There's a lot of interesting stuff that our community is sending there, and I'm really curious, but sometimes I just don't have time for it. So,
That's sort of that's my situation is like I read through the things that go on there, but I also am very bad at like understanding how DMs work and how other things work. There are also so many channels in the I'm just yeah, I'm
well,
very the community is
Taz.
active.
Yeah, Taz, please share it. Taz is asking, should I share Julia's Discord? Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of our guys will join. By the way, there's a question. As a non-native speaker, I usually use guys for both men and women. Is it okay
Yeah,
to
it's
do it?
fine.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's gonna be a polite way to say
You can also be southern and say y'all.
y'all. Hey y'all.
Yep.
Actually, I actually can't copy south the thousand. Sorry, southern. No, southern accent. So y'all go there and subscribe to the channel. Not that. Damn it, it's too much, I guess. Um,
You can do it
well,
better than I can do it. I cannot do Southern for the life of me. Also, there is I think Barry said that he thinks my glasses would look great on
yeah,
you.
yeah. It made me
Um,
smile for a second, but I didn't want to interrupt you. I saw it.
I
Actually,
mean, hey, I will let him try them on one day in Kyiv.
yeah, yeah, come to Kiev. I will definitely make a photo in it. Actually, yeah, I've been not wearing. How do you say приміряти in English?
In which context?
Приміряв такі окуляри колись.
Oh, I was trying on similar glasses.
Yeah, I was trying on similar glasses, and they look good at me. So you were right, Barry. They will definitely look good at me someday. Well, when my vision will get worse, I'll definitely buy such a glasses. I'm gonna be wearing them on the streams too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Veronica says
what.
Veronica says Julia can do a southern accent, a Valley Girl accent. So I have this. incredibly annoying accent that I like do when
Oh,
I
shit.
really want to piss someone off because honestly, it's just abominable.
You also need to say it's like the word like must be there a lot, I guess, right?
Well, I was thinking that I could do a better job than that because it's 2023, Rick. And
Uh-huh.
honestly, the fact that
Honestly,
you would
yes.
think that I can't speak without using like in every sentence is truly disturbing.
Nice, nice one. By the way, what does valley means in this case? Why valley girl?
Because it's a specific accent used in the valley in Los Angeles, basically, or like the valley in California. It's a specific area, sort of, and it's just
Hmm.
it's like a very specific accent. But
Well,
also, I will say that Long Island girls in New York have a very similar accent too.
yeah, yeah, because I think I heard this accent from not only valley girls.
Yeah. Anywho, I do have to skedaddle because I do need to um, kind of, I don't know, walk my dog, feed my dog, do a couple of things,
Yeah.
prepare my audio and transfer my setup to a different room. So thank you so very much for having me. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for thank you for having me.
Yulia, I just want you just to remind real quick for the people what we are raising money for today. Maybe. What do you think?
Oh yeah, we're raising money for drones for the 73rd,
No,
third,
71st.
first,
But I wanted to talk. I mean, for
oh
you to
my,
tell only
oh,
about your fundraiser. Yeah.
oh, I was gonna talk about both.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Sorry. You can talk about both. I mean,
one is for
not
the
to
drones for the,
keep you in here longer. Yeah. That's all I meant.
well, yeah, well, one is for the drones for the 71st Brigade, and one is for the vehicle, for a transportation vehicle for my dad's friends who are fighting in Bakhmut. Their brigade, well, so they're fighting with under Madjar. You probably will know
Really?
who he is. Yes.
Uh,
So this is adjacent. I just figured that, I didn't want to like put it out on Twitter, but they're adjacent to Madjar.
uh,
So, so this is they need a vehicle. They're not social media savvy people. They're not social media friendly people. They're very OPSEC oriented and very like OPSEC kind of walking on eggshells. So they were raising um, since February, early February, money, and they raised about $1,000 because it was a word of mouth. Then my dad kind of harassed his friends into donating money and and donated some himself. And then he called me and he texts me every day to let me know how much money we have raised, just so as I don't forget to help. But they're his childhood friends, and they're they're right on the front lines. I guess they're gonna be on the front lines during the counteroffensive, which is why this is why I think that, because the character that they're attached to. And so I'm assuming that their brigade is going to be right there. My dad was kind of asking me not to really mention a lot about it. They're so secretive about everything. And I'm like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to help you raise money if I'm just like, it's a random brigade that's in Bakhmut. I can't tell you anything about them, but here's what they need. So anyways, they are I have a picture of them on Twitter with blurred faces and taking out background because yes. And yeah, they're fantastic, and they are risking their lives, and they're doing an amazing work, and they need a vehicle, and so that's what we're doing. And yeah, I guess
Yep.
that's that.
Thank you, Yulia. So you guys, if you have the possibility to give any donation, this will be very appreciated. We're gonna help some really good people, some really good defenders of Ukraine. Okay, Yulia. I now it's my time to thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was really happy to see you here today with me on the stream. I guess our community was really happy to see you too, and it's actually your community too here on the stream. And we actually now we have some intertwined communities. How can you say it? Or maybe there's a word.
Our communities have meshed have meshed together, yeah.
Meshed
So or
together. Yeah.
merged together, yeah.
I guess some people, yeah, maybe I didn't know that. Maybe they were already in your community before. But I maybe I
No,
know
it's
that I
awesome.
definitely introduced you to some people, and it's amazing.
Yeah, no, there are
And
some amazing people that I've seen migrate over. So-
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Also, I see people thanking you. You see,
Thank you guys.
yeah. Sekai says thanks for stopping by, Yulia, and Anna says thank you, Yulia. Thank you, Yulia from Dan Paris. A lot of people were thanking you. Um, yeah, Doc in
Thank you
Paradise
guys.
says thank you for taking the time to speak with us. Yes, Yulia,
And
you're
Dan
always
is
yeah.
Dan was asking what the target is. The target is 200,000 hryvnias. We're at 100,000 something, but it's basically in dollars. They're $1,500, about $1,500 short of the goal.
Yeah, it's
So
you see, it's the bottom progress bar, guys. It's 200,000 hryvnias is the goal, and the first number is 138,000. So
oh
yeah,
yes.
this is it.
Mhm.
So it's 69%. So we only 31% short right now, and it's
Mhm.
going to be even more after I send the half of the sum I have on my PayPal already. So yeah,
Awesome.
we're doing it, and we're gonna keep doing it until the very um, check mark near this one.
Thank you very much. That's
Okay,
very, very
Yulia.
kind of you.
You're always a welcome Hest. Hest? Wow, this was in Ukrainian. You're always a welcome Hest in here, Yulia.
Well, yes.
Hest, yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Okay.
fighting vatniks, for fighting for Ukraine. It's always a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you so very much, and I'll see you hopefully soon. And I will send you. I'll send you the voiceover today.
Awesome. I'm gonna be waiting for it. Thank you, Yulia. Thank you so
Okay.
much for helping me
Bye.
with dubbing. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, guys, and we'll continue. Yeah, the stream is not over. So if you what you heard everything about fundraisers, let's stop talking about it. And now we gotta go to. Oh my God, this is really messy now. I mean, me and the scene, me and the screen was damaged back there. Let me see where the hell am I? Oh, the webcam group is now in here. You will be see me sliding like do 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 just backwards because the Terminator was going down and I'm going up. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, should it be in the bottom? Yeah, it should be in the bottom. Let me just put me in here. Everything is messed up with the Streamlabs today. Sorry for that, guys. I really hope this didn't mess the experience of the stream, but we're here. So now the screen capture, and I guess we're gonna need to add the new one. No, but this is an old one. Sorry for the technical difficulties. They continue, but we're gonna give you some news. I'm gonna give you some news in a bit. No, and the new one is not finding this damn window capture too. Shit. By the way, Eugene, are you still there? I saw your message there, but it didn't have a chance to react. I hope you're there. And hi, bro. Okay, I guess I don't have the ability to put up the scene, well, properly right now. So it's gonna be like the previous one. Um, okay, this one. Yeah, let's see. Guys, uh, Taz is asking Rick random question. Can you say anything in Lithuanian? Labas vakaras, if I'm not mistaken, or ogurkas. I actually know what ogurkas is like a jargonism. Is a word, even an English word, jargonism. But when I was in Lithuania back in 2008, 9, 11, Lithuanians were calling their cups gently ogurkas, which means um, cucumbers. Shit, this is funny. Richard Halmquist says, "Love what you do, guys. UA from California. We're happy to see you here, Richard. Why cucumber? Because they were wearing these green vests, that were um, reflecting light. These green vests. This is why they started calling them ogurkas. um, Cucumbers. Yeah. Rick Charlie asks, "Will you announce the Discord competition?" Okay, I'm gonna do it. No, no, not gurkas, but ogurkas. It's like ohirok in Ukrainian. Many, you know the word ohirok, which is agurets in Russian. Yes. Barry says, "Okay, I'll put a pic on Discord. I'm not very photogenic though." Okay, okay. You guys, I also missed the messages that where you were saying that you liked the exhibition. I saw one. I'm just not sure who was saying that it's really inspiring to see this art. And thank you so much. And you guys are awesome for making this chat so active today. Thank you so much. Many says rozumію, which means understand. I understand, I guess. Okay, so maybe this one will be. Yeah, this one is messy too. You see, Streamlabs fucked everything up today. But it's okay, we still managed to get 66 people to the second link. This is impressive, guys. Thank you all who came today. It's still not the end. I see 73 likes. Can we please do more? Yeah, we can do 100, the usual 100. I'm still hoping for that. Thank you. Sakai was saying Lithuanian equals most ancient language in Europe, closest to language from 10,000 years ago. Very cool language. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that, Sakai. This is awesome. Thank you for letting us know. Tess says share link for candle sellers on Discord. Thank you so much. By the way, guys, Charlie, Ihbin, can you send the link to our Discord channel for people to follow the Discord channel? Thank you. What else? Share the link for Candle. I've read this one already. Yeah, Barry, I know that your haircut cut is like mine. I'm happy that I inspired you for making it. Tess says, "Well, don't had about why cops called cucumbers, but question came why you said good evening and then cucumber after it." Yeah, yeah. I said like good evening cucumbers, right? Yeah, this was funny. Um, the Discord. Thank you, Ehbet. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, let's get to the news. There were a lot of tragic news because of the massive rocket strike. I still didn't hear SNG accent. What is SNG, bro? I don't remember. Can you please give me more information about what SNG is? Remember to drink some water. Hey, Morten Anderson, thank you for the advice. I have the water with me here. J Electron says, "Don't do Discord, TikTok, but glad to be part of the conversation here." Awesome, J Electron. Then you can come to every stream, and you're gonna be able to have this conversation with us, and also with me. I'm usually not much of a chatter on Discord. I prefer to do it verbally. Okay, Soviet accent. Soviet, SNG. YSG Soviet. Um, hmm. Okay, Soviet accent. Says Eugene. Uh, you meant probably Russian, but I don't like it. And I don't want to do a Soviet accent. I don't respect it. Sorry, bro. Probably not today. Maybe you will still be getting it out of me someday. Uh, I don't want put it this way. Okay, I hope you won't continue this sentence. Yes. Wolf Bear says, just join Discord. I will do anything I can to help. Thank you, Yulia. Thank you, Wolf Bear. Okay, guys, what was there in news? Let me. I want to go through it real quick. Uh, it's something that I can't do. You know that I'm not a quick news. How do you call it? News provider, breaker, newsbreaker. No, probably it's not the word. Some inspiring news this week too. So it's gonna be something good, definitely. Okay, guys. First video. I didn't show you. Oh no, I did show you this one stream. Yeah, look at this. It's a Vuhledar, which is being defended by the armed forces of Ukraine and not captured by Russians yet. And there's a building there which lacks a half of it. Russians just bombarded it. It is a front line itself. This is why they bombarded with heavy free falling bombs, which is called FOB. Sometimes it's 500, sometimes it's 1000. Hey Sky, I see people are saying bye. Bye, thank you so much for being on the stream today. I hope you can still hear me. If you do, please send a sticker to the chat. Yeah, guys, I don't see javelins, Bradleys, and um, what else do we have there? Stingers, javelins, and Bradley. Uh, yeah, please throw some of them time to time to the chat. Okay. Hey, I wasn't talking about, I mean, mentioning even once my buy me a coffee today. I wanted to mention it not only to like advertise it, but to thank people who's been sending some coffees to me, buying me some coffees for the last week. This is just amazing, guys. You are yeah, thank you for your support. And today I finally answered all the messages. I didn't know that there's such a function, and all the messages. I thanked each and every one of you who bought me a coffees. Thank you so much for supporting me with via Buy Me a Coffee. There's also a membership program, just like on Discord, where you can also see a big pictures of these emojis, and they're pretty worked out. Eugene, my friend Eugene, who was asking me to do the Soviet accent, made them. He's amazing. He's an amazing graphic designer and motion designer. Hey guys, thank you so much for the emojis in the chat. Yeah, you've been sent the link to buy me a coffee, and if you consider maybe instead of Patreon someday considering joining me, like yeah, becoming a member of buy me a coffee page, I will be really grateful to you. This will help me uh, to do more dubbing and do less my regular job, and just switch to being a translator and dubber and blogger too. So thank you guys. Thank you for all your support. Now back to the news. What else? Sevastopol, which is Ukraine. It's in Crimea. Was having this on Monday. Look at this. There's an explosion. You see, nice one. I guess it was a marine drone. And then yesterday, you know that a huge Bavovna happened in Crimea, and it was actually beautiful, and it was looking like Bavovna. Look at this picture. So what Russia lost in this successful attack of our drones on the military infrastructure of Russians on occupied Crimea, in occupied Crimea. Yes. Um, by the way, Mushroom Many, if you're still there, yeah, I see you still there. Thank you again for those gifted memberships. It means a lot to me. I saw, by the way, that probably not all the people grabbed them, but I guess it's already expired, so yeah, we can't do anything about that. But this bavovna was marvelous. Was it? Was no, was marvelous. And it looked like this. Of course, it's terrible for the ecological situation in Crimea, and I don't like to see it. Don't like to see all these uh, all this fuel, all these, probably gasoline and oil, and probably a petrol, yeah, just burning and making the sky contaminated with the products of this burning. I really don't like to see it. But it's a huge loss for Russian military there in Crimea. I had a map somewhere, just no, not a map. Yeah, it's like a satellite footage, not a footage, but probably, how do you call it? Yeah, probably Sternenko channel has it. Let me check. He usually does that, but probably I'll gotta look on another channel. But I really want you to see what we were striking. There's an oil refinery, yeah, refinery, not refinery, sorry, storage, a huge one. Look at this. It's like, oh my God, it's like 20 huge reservoir. Is there a word in English like that? There in a bay, and it was attacked by I guess, probably a rocket. I'm not sure. Maybe we already have some cool rockets that can reach there, but some say UAV, Ukrainian UAV, and they lost a lot of fuel for the ships of their Black Sea fleet. So they're kind of without a huge amount of fuel, and it's definitely a preparation for the counteroffensive. The counteroffensive, just like I said it. Um, Best of luck, Barry. Barry says, "Thank you, Doc. I've had three tomorrow in the closer. I'll buy you coffees when I land this job tomorrow, my friend." Oh, okay. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. I'll be back on track soon. Got it? Hate the pollution, love the loss to the arcs, says Doc. Yeah, Doc, definitely. I love to see it too. But I hate to see the pollution. Pollution is a great word that I forgot, by the way. Thank you. Um, Charlie was saying cooking steaks now, so I'll be a bit less active. Okay, got it, Charlie. Enjoy a meal when your steak is cooked. Haha, says Charlie. Wish I could share them, Taz. Tez was saying what? Tez was saying, Charlie, we can let you go if there's food for us too. Well, I'd love to have a steak of yours too, Charlie, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Hot Mushroom Soup asks me, Rick, would you be able to post your video of the art exhibit in a separate link, please? I would love to show it to some friends. Yeah, sure, definitely. But I think how to do it, the video is actually uh, vertical, right? Not horizontal. Yeah, I probably just should, put some music. No, music will do some copyrights. I don't know. Maybe my commentary, just sitting here and narrating to the mic. I'm not sure because it's soundless. What do you think, guys? Maybe you have some ideas. What sound should I put there? But yeah, it's a great idea. I'm definitely gonna post it on my channel and show it to people. I would love to post it in shorts, but it's 4 minutes long. This is why I guess it's not okay for shorts because shorts are only 1 minute maximum. Yeah, but yeah, just as a regular video, just give me a an idea with the sound, please, if you guys are okay to do it. Okay, what? Yeah. By the way, hot mushroom soup. Thank you for the great idea. Okay, guys, I actually see new people coming. 47 right now. Wow, it's just like plus 10 minus 5 minus 10 plus 15. This is crazy how it works. But thank you for coming, and please give the stream a like. We can definitely do 100 likes today. I'm sure of it. You guys usually give like 110. Of course, we had technical difficulties today, and we were forced to change the link because Streamlab was acting out and lagging as hell, and also being bugged, and changing all my interfaces, making them bigger like X5 times. But whatever, we dealt with it. Okay. Um, Carolyn Shaw says, maybe explain what each one is. Yeah, Carolyn, actually a great idea. Just like I did during the stream, right? Just like I explained it. I usually just getting shy when I need to do it alone, when I don't have someone like you guys to tell it to. So yeah. What maybe more ideas? Rick, you're still coming to stay with me and drink beer and go fishing, right? Yeah, definitely, definitely, Barry. As soon as we have our victory, I'm gonna be traveling, definitely. And each and every one of you who will welcome me, I'll definitely be happy to visit your countries and to thank you personally for all the support you have done to Ukraine and to my channel, of course. Thank you guys. Um, there should be some nice non-copyright music to use with it. Yeah, guys, but music has to be like a special music, like maybe some. Yeah, it should be dramatic, or it's hard for me to choose the music. Maybe you guys have some ideas for it too, because I wouldn't like to put some, for example, synthwave music. I love synthwave, and I would have put it there, but it's usually like pretty major music. Major? No, do you know what I mean? It's like on happy tones, not on the sad ones. Doc says, can't you just make a clip of the stream with that part? Oh, actually, it's a great idea. Thank you, Doc. But I was pausing there. Oh, but I was pausing to explain more. So it's actually a great idea to probably maybe cut out some parts. Yeah, thank you. It's actually a great idea. Barry says, very welcome, my friend. Okay, the story is told with a paint on the munitions, but that is my opinion. Yeah, J Electron. Actually, it's a great idea because, given my narration, is also will get out the element of you know people deciding for themselves, right? Something like that. Okay, so I gotta think about it how to do it its best. Barry is calling you Doug too. Awesome. It would be awesome to meet all of you guys. Okay, so what else did I forget? Forgot. I gotta go back to the news and tell you more. Yes. So what was happening? It was burning and burning for I guess more than 24 hours. It was huge. The fire was huge. And this is Sternenko's channel. It's not my saved messages. Okay, I gotta go. Then I gotta go up there and find where I stopped. Oh yeah, of course, guys. This week, 44 more Ukrainian soldiers were exchanged and freed from Russian captivity. 44 heroes. I'm really happy every time I see the news about prisoners exchanges, and this is just something that you know warms my heart and making me sad at the same time because then I remember that there are still a lot of prisoners of war there in Russian captivity. A lot of Ukrainians who deserve to be freed, who deserve to go back to Ukraine. An intro definitely, says J Electron. Yeah, I gotta think about it. Intro is a good idea too. Tess says would say either taking clip from stream or making a new one with commentary would be the best. I actually don't like the process of making these videos with narration. Um, somehow it's not something that I like. I like doing dubs, but not making the narration for the videos. It's strange. I like to like copy people their intonations and yeah when I'm dubbing, but I don't like to do narration of my own videos. It's strange how it works. Doc is saying thanks to Barry for the invite. I hope to take you up on it someday. If you like fishing, you can come here for ocean and salmon fishing. Wow, that's cool. Actually, never done fishing myself, never in my life. So it would be interesting to try. Rick is a busy guy. Let's keep it simple, says Doug. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm really busy to work and keep up with a channel, with streams, with streaming and dubbing, and building up a team for dubbing. So yeah, it's getting sometimes it's getting really hard. Okay, guys, I once again kindly remind you about the fundraisers we have today. So if you have the wish to donate a few dollars to the armed forces of Ukraine, exactly for 71st Brigade, we're raising money for the drone, and to Yulia's father's friend who's serving in Bakhmut. They need a car, and you know that car is unfortunately expendable in on the front line, yeah, in Ukraine. Hubert was saying to Barry Mundy, drinking beer and fishing is also a new Brushwick CA thing. Great way to relax. CA is Canada, I guess, or California in this case. Hubert, I'm always confused whether it's California or Canada. Barry was saying to Doc, wow, yes, please. Ha, you'd love it here too. Yeah, guys, it's awesome if some of us, yeah, ideally all of us, but I guess it's impossible, right? To gather all the people from the community, but some of us meet up in life would be awesome to, yeah, for the community, definitely. Let's get back to the news. 44 soldiers. By the way, it was also not only soldiers, two people of those 44 were civilians. By the way, we must not forget that a lot of civilians, Ukrainian civilians, are in Russian captivity. In this case, it's Canada. Thank you, Manny. Yeah, Brushwick also sounds not like a Californian name. Yeah, it sounds more like Canada. Thank you guys. I also see Hubert says Canada, East Coast. Awesome. I'd love to see Canada. Never been to Canada. Never been anywhere else than Turkey, Ukraine, and Lithuania, and Poland. Yeah, four countries I've been to, and I really want to travel all around the world. I really hope that this dream of mine will come true someday. But for that, we must defeat Russia first. Definitely. I'm dedicated to this, to the work, yeah, for the work of fighting Russian propaganda. Okay, so what do we see here? We see some videos. Yeah, Russians also were doing multiple rocket attacks. Not only the massive attack on Friday, but they were also doing Friday. Was it a Friday or Saturday? Yeah, it was probably Saturday. No, not Saturday. Sorry, Thursday. Yeah, I'm getting really tired. Sorry for that, guys. Okay. Barry saying, bless your towns being hit by terrorist missiles. Our hearts are very sore for you. Thank you, Barry. Geez, my ears work like locators when I hear Lithuania named. Yeah, Taz. I really like, yeah, like to see you here, and I like this joke of yours. Well, it's not actually a joke, but I like what you said. Okay, guys, getting really tired, so we gotta speed up with the news. So in Kupiansk this week, they've been striking the museum. Actually, in Kupiansk, Russians are fighting not only against our civilians, but also against our culture. And they also killed 2 women in that attack. They were using S-300 rockets. And yeah, that's all they do. So there's a footage of Vuhledar brought to us by Deep State. I mean, not initially, but Deep State posted it, and I'm showing it to you from Deep State. Deep State is an amazing community of Ukrainian OSINT, OSINT specialists, volunteers, and they do this famous Deep State map, and they are showing some footages every day. And there's a footage of ruined, destroyed Vuhledar. You see, every building has a sign of shelling. Every building, and some of buildings are half destroyed. This is just crazy. Some Ukrainians were rescued from Sudan, which is actually in kind of a military coup for the last week or two. And our intelligence agency, Ukrainian intelligence agency, we call it HURMO, which is translated like a main intelligence agency. Maybe not agency, but yeah, okay, whatever. Agency of Ministry of Defense. So they've provided help to Ukrainians who stuck there in Sudan, and they extracted them, saved their lives. I guess around 90 people. Yeah, 87 people were evacuated from a country being torn by the war. Well, no, still not. And yeah, that's great. It's not by the war. But military coup is something that is happening there, and some say that it's been staged by a Wagner group. By the way, Dan Paris, thank you so much for becoming a stinger. I appreciate the support. And yeah, guys, I don't really provide you, unfortunately, with the next level perks. Well, from Javelin or uh, the other one. I have already Bradley and Abrams. We still have one Abrams, one and famous, and um, a legend. Timothy is our Abrams, the one and only, and the best. And he's sponsoring the channel on Patreon right now for $50 a month. This is really generous. I appreciate your support, Timothy. Thank you so much for believing in the work that I'm doing and supporting me with this general sponsorship. John is saying, what about all the missing people that been gone on for years and you can find the documents online about it? No? Well, I don't get. Maybe you were replying to Wolf Bear. I was shocked to find out my very strange for US last name is the same as that one of the mayor of Kiev, and he's heavyweight boxing champion brother. Oh, Klitschko? Really? Do you have a second name, Klitschko? Then I saw Viking characteristics I have. I had no idea. Wow, that's interesting. You're very welcome, my friend, says Dan. Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. Okay, okay. What do? We go back to the news. Rick, don't be distracted from the news by yourself. Yeah, doing it myself all the time. So here's Bakhmut. Deep State now is showing us the footage from Bakhmut. The quality is very poor. Sorry for that, guys, but you can see the destruction. Everything is burning. All those buildings, each building is just completely destroyed. I mean, the small civilian buildings are completely destroyed, and some buildings that are multiple that has multiple floors. They are partially destroyed, and some of them also completely destroyed. Also, you've probably heard about the tactics of Ukrainian army, destroying some buildings after they retreat from them, burying a lot of Russian soldiers in those buildings. It's an interesting tactics, and actually pretty. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Only an interesting one. A huge support and very touching support. When I saw it this week, I was I don't know, I was really smiling with like widely smiling because I saw how a Brazilian club, football club, that is called Batel. I don't know what is the right name, and they are now taking the name and the colors of Ukrainian football club Mariupol, and they're gonna be, I guess, yeah. Let me read the news. But yeah, you see, uh, this is amazing. So they were, they said that they will keep this name and colors until the Ukrainian club with the same name won't come back to the liberated city of Mariupol. This is amazing. So touching that Brazilian club is supporting the Mariupol and supporting Ukraine this way, and just giving a signal to other clubs to maybe do so too. So yeah, I'm happy to see such a support. And you guys probably see um how tired I am. Yeah, I feel a bit exhausted, but I still wanna stay with you for some, yeah, like maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 maximum. But we gotta go through some important news. I hope I didn't miss. Okay. Wolf Bear says it was great to find out the nation character and similar to my relatives here. I'm so proud. I thought it was just them. Awesome. Slava Ukraini, Героям слава. Wolf Bear says I will visit Ukraine when the war is over. I believe Ukraine will be a very powerful tech country. Yeah. Yeah. Again. You said again. Yeah, we're still, and we're gonna be needing a lot of rebuilding. Yeah. And all world will be helping us with that. I have no doubt in it. Definitely. So everything's gonna be good. We just need to keep fighting and keep supporting the armed forces of Ukraine, who are actually fighting for us, for our lives, for our future. Okay, wanted to show you the video of Russian soldier given up into Ukrainian captivity, just like that. He was crawling, yeah, and he was moving really slowly, and I'm just speeding it up twice. Yeah, they dragged them into their trench and started tying, yeah, searching him up first and then tying his hands. So some Russian soldiers are giving up, and it's a great example for all Russian soldiers to do. So to just give up into Ukrainian captivity, this is how they can save their lives. Yeah, they can save their lives. By the way, the Kremlin's Red Square is going to be closed for their famous and beloved 9th of May. You know, the celebration of their victory in World War II. But yeah, they made a totally different celebration of this holiday. But they won't be having any parades, I guess. at least publicly. Let's see. I'm not sure about that, but they declined. No, not declined. They huh. I forgot this word. Hmm. Okay, whatever. They've got rid of some. Yeah, in other cities, they've actually need to translate it. Give me a second. Translator. What is it? It is gonna be what word? Let's get Ukrainian. Not this language. Replacement? No. Oh, damn it. Ah, because of the first abolition. What? Okay. Canceling. Oh my god, this was such a simple word. That's what tiredness makes to people. Okay, cancelled. Thank you, Doc. Thought Moscow was still having one. Yeah, I hope Moscow will have one, and one of our UAVs will be flying over. He's just pissing himself. He's too afraid to die. Annie says no military or we Ukrainians never give up. Yeah, sorry if you've been on the previous streams and I forgot about that, but there's a lot of people in here, and sometimes I do that. But if we've just met, then nice to meet you, and yeah, you guys go to Starsky's stream, but I'm still here. I still didn't end it. Yeah, so we gotta go back to the news. Let me check. What did I miss? Oh yeah, there are some huge fires in Russia, and whole villages are burning to the ground, and they don't have enough uh, fire brigades to do what? To get rid of fires. To another word that I forgot, but whatever. Too tired and don't have enough time to remember all the words. Guys, the satellite images from Mariupol came this week, and they were filmed, I guess, before Russians got rid of, the basics, not the basics, the fundamental, no, not the word. The theater, the dramatic theater in Mariupol that was destroyed with hundreds of people in it by the Russian bombs. You can see it on this footage, and that's how it looked before Russian bombing. You see two pictures, one and the second one, and you can see a huge destruction, devastation of everything around. Mariupol was simply destroyed by Russians, burned to the ground, and we'll never forgive them for this. There's another footages. This is an epicenter. This was a huge one. You can see it. It's like L letter, a Latin L letter, and that's how it looked before the Russian peace coming. That thingy. Okay, what do we have here? Another Russian war crime in Mariupol, a civilian block, and this is an Azovstal, how it looked before and how it looks now. You see, the holes are everywhere. Some parts of it are totally destroyed. Some big, um, I forgot the word. Extinguish, says Doc. Yeah, extinguish the fire. Thank you. It's got to be on Rick's side. What? Okay. Wish I could donate this month, but my cat is 300, broken paw, and 700 wet bill so far. Oh shit. Sorry to hear that, Hubert. Poor kitty. I'm so worried every time my cat's getting ill or getting sick or being injured. So I know can, well, I can imagine what you're going through. And the stream is getting, yeah, buffering, so it's fucked up again. The stream, I mean. Okay, guys. Oh, there's definitely gonna be something that I won't be able to show you. I hope you're there. I hope the stream is working. Yeah, guys, is it better now? Yeah, ruins of drama theater. It was. Yeah, Russian world brings only destruction. By the way, I got sacked by my last job for calling my boss as a stupid oligarch Russian bride. Is that bad? It is bad that you've been sacked from your last job, but it's not bad to call him like this if he really was an asshole. Stream is fine for me, says Jed. Wow, that's interesting. How it's happening? It shows me that drop frames detected 30% over the last 2 minutes, a minute ago. Yes, working great, says Dan. Barry says maybe out of line a bit. Haha, yeah, a bit. J Electron says trying to post a 55-word phrase in a paste. Page says it is 285 to 200. Wow, that's interesting. So it's fucked up today. I mean, the Streamlabs or something, or YouTube, who knows? Who knows what it is? It was part of stream with buffer, now it's fine again. Okay, good. Good, guys, thank you. What else do I need to tell you? Let me check if I missed some important news. I'm getting exhausted already, so I cannot go through all of them, unfortunately. There's so much I wanted to show you. Yeah, there are some evidence or appeared from defense intelligence of Great Britain that Russians are placing their fire points on the roof of the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. So they really want to make a fight there. And this is so reckless, this is so stupid, and I hope they won't be able to do any of that. Let's hope no reactors will be damaged. But Russians, I hope they didn't mind them, the reactors. I really hope for that because those idiots are, are just they are capable of any foolish thing, and they are now I forgot another word, blackmailing blackmailing Ukraine and all the world with this possibility of another nuclear catastrophe, and this is just outrageous. I don't know. Okay, Russians were doing another attack, not massive rocket attack, but it was rocket attack. It was 4 caliber rockets. They were attacking. Let me see. They were attacking Mykolaiv this week. That this was the ruination. Those rockets are really accurate. They're not like those radar rockets X-22. The caliber rockets are really precise, and they were really targeting the civilian infrastructure. They weren't targeting any military targets. They were doing their terrorist job, and they did it consciously. Russia is again um doing what? It's again proven that it's a terrorist state. Russia is a terrorist state. By the way, remember the gig that I was telling you about from yesterday? My friend who is helping me with dubbing, my new friend, is a vocalist of that group. It's Chiba High School, and they are currently recording the studio version of a song. Russia is a terrorist state. Awesome song. I would love to play to you someday when the official version will come out. And they are playing some heavy music, some kind of some mix. I don't know, is it a mix? But they have some elements from a famous Rage Against the Machine, like in the music, but also some unique stuff. But I would not compare. They're cool, and yeah, someday I would love to play the song to you. It just came up to my mind when I said Russia is a terrorist state. Yeah, so our heroes 44 once again. I found a video of them here in saved messages. Yeah, another footage of Russian attack with calibers with four calibers during the night. I guess it was on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they've attacked Mykolaiv and they were targeting the civilian infrastructure. Zelensky showed some photos of destroyed cities and towns of Ukraine this week, and it's in Bakhmut, a whole building. It was the same size as the surrounding buildings. You see, it's just a rubble. It's fucking crazy how what Russia can do to a building with their artillery and bombing from like free falling bombs. Yeah, a lot more photos of devastation that Russia brought to Ukrainian land, to our fields. So many fields of Ukraine will be now contaminated with mines and unexploded shells. And yeah, there's a photo of the building that you see now as a rubble. Um, Look, it had a famous mural. You probably have seen it. It was a family in two buildings. Yeah, two buildings making a composition, making a whole family. A mother with daughter, or maybe son, I'm not sure, and the father with a son. And son, by the way, is wearing red Converse. I have one of those amazing shoes, and one of them now aren't existing anymore. Yeah, now it's just a rubble, a pile of rubble. Fucking Russia, fucking Russia. Okay, guys, I yeah, our prime minister met with the Pope of Rome this week, and he actually gave him a photo album of yeah, with proofs of Russian war crimes in Ukraine. Hey guys, J Electron left us, said good night all, and hey, you're still here. And ich bin da. Okay, it's German. I won't be able to read that. Doc, tell me about it. You don't wanna hear my story? You'll bang your head against the nearest wall, says Barry. Barry, what you talking about, guys? I'm missing the messages. Sorry, it's because I'm bringing you the news. J Electron says I served for 20 years in the US Army and I thought Russia was a world class power. Now I think otherwise. Yeah, Russia showed its true not only nature but power, and we're really happy that that power is that. Well, it's still a huge power, especially in numbers, and it can still destroy a lot of Ukrainian cities and towns. But comparing to U.S. Army, they're just, you know, kindergarten. Uh, what? They're kids. Yeah, it was just an example. The Ukrainian band Antitila, which is translated like antibodies, announced a concert in Yalta, Crimea, and the date is next year, 23rd of August. Yeah, this is cool. I really hope I will visit that concert. Oh, and an awesome video from a Russian delegation talking to Iranian delegation, and one of um, Hot Mushroom Soup says, Dobre wyspis, have a good rest, take care, everyone. Yeah, I will sleep, I will try to sleep well and a lot today. And take care, everyone, says Hot Mushroom Soup. Yeah, Hot Mushroom Soup. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And yeah, and have a great week. And I'll see you next week. Good gift to Pope. Yeah, it's a great gift to Pope because Pope wasn't understanding. I don't know if he understands already, but before he didn't understand that Ukraine is actually a victim in this case, and he was wishing peace and prosperity to everyone, but Russia must pay for what they did. They must pay reparations, they must pay with justice, I mean in courts, in by law they must pay. A lot of things should be done before Russia will, I don't know, will atone what they've done. And yeah. Okay, so I was telling you about the delegation conference. It was conference between Iranian and Russian representatives. I guess they were talking about the weapons and SBU agent, the service agency. Oh no, sorry, the I don't remember the word. Safety? No, not safety. Служба безпеки України. You guys know what I mean. Like our shit. I gotta get there to the translator. Just a second. Uh it's not a secret service of Ukraine, but defense service of Ukraine. No, and not defense too. Shit. Let me just give me a second. Security Service of Ukraine. Yeah, that was the word security. You can see how tired I am. Sorry, guys. Rick, just love your family and tell them you love them. Things will be fixed. Yep, it will be better. I know. I know that we're going through darkest hours, and the darkest hours are just before the dawn. And I really, yeah. Charlie says, gotta go now, guys. Bye. Hey, Charlie. Bye. Thank you so much for being here on the stream today for your moderation. Great as always. Yes, yeah, it's been great to have you here as always. Bye, Charlie. See you next week. And I didn't announce, hey, Charlie, I didn't announce the competition. Yeah, will you stay here for like I don't know, 20 minutes? No, it's too much. For 2 minutes to listen to my announcement. If you're still here, Charlie, of course. It's been a messy stream today. Sorry for that, guys. We had some technical difficulties, and I'm really tired already. This is why I cannot do everything. Yeah, Charlie, and good luck with exams. Does the weather improving in Ukraine? No, it's still cold, but at least it wasn't raining tomorrow. No, today and yesterday. Yes. I guess Charlie's already left. But anyway, guys, I probably should do the. Okay, I should finish with the news that I was talking to you. So here was the conference, and the member of Security Service of Ukraine, with I guess some of them hacked that conference. They joined it via Zoom. Doc in Paradise says I have to go very, very, very soon. We're way over time. Yeah, we are. But no, it's actually almost usual 30 minutes. Oh, no, 3 hours, I mean. But yeah, I gotta finish. I gotta redirect the money from my PayPal to the jars right now. But before that, I gotta finish the damn news. that one that I was telling you, it's really funny. So this member of Secret Service, no, Security Service of Ukraine, joined them, and in the end, he said, "Hey guys, thank you for giving your evidence. All of you will be judged. All of you will definitely pay for what you're doing for the genocide and stuff like that." And those guys, their faces, it was like written on their faces that they were terrified after that. This was really awesome to see that. I've seen this video. It's amazing. The Russians and the Iranians are laughing in fear. Yeah, yeah, this was awesome. They were really nervous. They looked nervous. Really loved it. Okay, so guys, let me go to the jars. Let me see what we managed to raise today. And I'm gonna redirect it to both fundraisers, and yeah, that's gonna be it. After that, we can say um, our finishing lines and end the stream for today. Why am I so tired today? God damn it. I don't even know. Oh, guys, thank you so much for coming here today. And my PayPal is not loading properly, so maybe I still have problems with my internet. I really hope that it's gonna work right now. You didn't take your pee break. Yeah, I didn't. I'm just taking it. No, not taking it. Just keeping it with me for all the stream. Barry says my love and support to you, Rick, and lovely community. I'll post my haircut and fishing tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Ehben says Slava Ukraini, Heroям Slava Ehben. Marnius says I've been watching the weather over there for a few weeks now. I hope the ground hardens up for the offensive soon. Yeah, I hope we all hope for that. Taz says, well, if the weather doesn't go for drying up side, then situation isn't that great yet. Yeah, it's still pretty hard. And PayPal is not loading up. Let me restart it on my phone. Yeah, and I'm looking to see your haircut too, Barry. Show it to us. We do it a Cossack way, right? Cossack. Come on, PayPal. God, it's still not loading. Ow. Doc, thank you so much for being here with us today. And I'll see you next week. Have a great week. We're always happy to see you here. Oh, guys, we have raised $300 today. So send in $150 to each fundraiser. This is amazing. Thank you. 300 $300. Okay, transferring it to my card. It's gonna be 10,970. Let's divide it into and 70. It's gonna be 5,485 to each fundraiser. Thank you guys. This is a great support. 5,000. First, it's gonna be 485. It's gonna be the drone fundraiser. Let me. It's just because it was first there in line. Okay, done with this one. I'm gonna send it now, and you guys will see the progress bar updating in a few seconds after I send it. So I'm adding the comment, just our standard one from Rick, the Ukrainians community. Slava Ukraini. And I guess I gotta thank Secular Sekai because I've seen the what? I've seen the sum is getting bigger, and I guess it was him. But if someone else was sending money to the fundraiser for the car for Yulia's father's friend's brigade, then let me know here in the chat if you're still here, of course. Jet says, great work, everyone. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. It's great work. I'm in job interviews, right? Lol, says Barry. Got it. Can't look like taxi driver each time. Uh-huh. Taxi driver. Actually don't remember his haircut, if that's what you're talking about. Okay, guys, you see the progress bar updated. It's 54, almost 55,000 for the drone. Thank you. From 112,000. So it's half of the sum. Awesome. And the owner of the jar, Yulia, is thanking me already. Yeah, she's seen the incoming money, and she's thanking me. So she's thanking you, actually, guys. Thank you so much for your donations. Now let me now send the money to the second one. One. So it's 5,485 for the car, and 85, and we are, yeah, we're scanning. Not we, I am scanning, and I'm saying, I'm in the standard comment. And you will see the progress bar updating in a second. Oh, by the way, guys, I remind you that tomorrow it's gonna be a regular stream with Franky and Coen. Yeah, guys, you can see the progress bar updating. Now it's 72%. Thank you so much. Yeah, lovely stream, Rick and Yulia. Yeah, Jet wasn't here with us, but he was with us in the chat. This is great. Thank you, Jet, for being here too. And you're great too, by the way. And yeah, we've raised some money today. Thank you so much, guys. We also had some news and some great discussions with Yulia and some nice information from her too. I see people are dropping off, and it's good. We also had some technical difficulties, which cost us time and a few information. I appreciate anyway. After we started the new stream by the new link, we received like record 66 viewers at some point, and it's a new achievement. And I thank you all for that. And by the way, how many likes do we have right now? 90, no, 89. Well, not bad considering all the technical difficulties. I might say it's a good result, right? Yes. So, what else I wanted to say? Yeah, guys, I see you tomorrow on the Franky and Coen stream. The link is in description. Don't forget to visit it. It's really, really interesting. Every time they work on it hard, they make it really professionally. And I always love to be there, to be with them, and with you guys when you are there. 5:30 a.m. here, says Barry. Oh, Barry, this is crazy. Thank you so much for being here with us that late or that early. I don't know how to say it right. Hubert says, thanks, Rick, and good night, sir. Thank you, Hubert. You have a great week. You have a great good night. Mushroom Manny, get some good rest. Yeah, I need it right now. I'm exhausted. Thank you, Manny. Thank you for your donation too, and for the gifted memberships. You're amazing. Thank you for the support. Um, See you all next stream, says Ihbin. Jet says thanks for the great stream, Rick, and everyone who attended. Thank you, Jet, and to everyone who attended. I feel that I have to go to sleep after this live. 10:30 p.m. here. Yeah, Taz, you've probably been exhausted because it's been going for 3 hours. Thank you so much for being through all the stream here. Taz, I appreciate your support too. Yeah, and I'm happy to have you and all of you here today, guys. That's why I've crashed out a few times on your stream, but I'm always here. Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. Good stream, Rick and Yulia. Get some rest. Slava Ukraini. Героям слава, Annie. And thank you so much for the support and also for becoming the first and for now only member on Buy Me a Coffee. Yeah, you guys think about maybe becoming a member of Buy Me a Coffee someday. This will help. And Tess says definitely not exhausted from the stream. Though, yeah, thank you. Thank you. This means a lot. Okay, guys. Then we gotta finish for today. I'm sure that I forgot to tell you something or to mention something, but I guess the most important thing is that I showed you that video from the exhibition and that we had Yulia here today and had a great conversation and heard her story about how she was, yeah, actually kind of bullied there, and it's terrible that she had to get through that. But everything is gonna be fine and all right, and Ukraine will win, and we're gonna have some rest after the victory, some good rest, definitely. But until then, I don't Yeah, I don't have enough rest. I won't have enough rest. Take some rest, Rick, says Taz. Enough talking, Rick. Stop talking and start taking a rest. Okay, guys, once again, love you all. Love our community. Love what we are doing, what we're achieving. And there's even more to achieve and more victories to take over Russia, their aggression propaganda, and their brutal values. Terrible, horrible values. Thank you guys.